Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you for the Gaming Cave. Today we're going to continue our playthrough of Interceptor Ace Volume 2. And get from Compass Games and designed by Fernando Sola Ramos. Okay, couple things, just a couple details. One, the last mission I had to parachute and I had a light wound. And you have to take 2 turns off in order to recover from the parachute and the light wound. It does reduce your fatigue, but I did not, it took up a mission. So I only have 2 missions left now in March to go. Okay, a couple other little details on the setup. I missed, I had a prestige point, which gave me a prestige level. And I had an experience point also that I started with for my NCO. So he did get his experience point. So that's where I'm at with those right now. My prestige level came with my medal for my wound badge. Okay. All right. So that catches us up there. The other thing was, thanks to the viewers that point things out for me, when we make our attack last turn, I should have not started in Munich or Frankfurt. I think when the target was, or France down here from my base in Münster, the blue square I should have started on was France. And then because I had a fighter sweep, I couldn't have intercepted them to Munich. And it would have been after, they both would have been after bombing, but the anti-aircraft, they could have had anti-aircraft damage. So I got to watch that also. All right, well, hey, let's get this thing started. I have been off on vacation for about a week, so I kind of got to get myself regrounded here. I was just getting started to get back into it, and here I am back going through it again. So the first thing we need to do is roll for our raid. On the raid charts, we roll 2d6, and our raid for this mission is an 8, and we still are in March of 44. That is Calais, V1, France. Okay, so we're going to put in Calais. It's a V1, France. So I made a little note on my target. That's where we're going. Okay, this is going to be sortie number 4, finally. So I'm going to get believe an experience point there for that. Okay. All right. Now we need to roll for weather. So again, I got to find, here's my weather chart. Okay, so the weather chart, we roll 2d6. And we get 8. And an 8 is good weather. Okay, so no problems there. All right, roll for Allied fighter bomber strafing attack. Oh, I've had horrible luck with these guys coming in here and hitting my base. May have to get me a new base if this keeps up. Okay, we roll 1d6. And a 1 is a fighter bomber attack. Whew, 5. Finally. No fighter bomber attack. Okay. Finally, get past that. All right. Next up. So I'm going to put my markers here. I should have done this. My raid target is France. Right here, coming out of Münster. So that's where my target is. My Focke-Wulf takes off. Oops, France. Right there. So it's after the bombers drop their bombs. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we move our interceptor from takeoff to the next endurance box. Okay. So for us, we intercept here on the raid is in France. But I believe this is going to be anti-aircraft fire that can hit the planes. But he's already dropped his bomb, so I won't be able to hit the bomb base because they've already dropped their bombs. So this simulates, for me, coming from Münster. So over here on this board, I'm coming from Münster, and I got to pick them up way down here in the French zone. So by the time they get to their target and turn around and come back, I've used up all my, or most of my fuel getting there. Okay, so that's what they're simulating. All right. Okay, next thing we do is now we have to roll for Allied Fighter Sweep. Oh boy. Again, I've had horrible luck with these things. Again, it's a 1, and I hit a fighter sweep. Whew, 5 again. Thank goodness. Finally, no fighter sweep. Okay. All right, so the next thing now, roll for that. We got past that. Roll for interception and raid target endurance box. Okay, so now we're going for our interception. Gotta find my interception. Random events. Interception, where are you? All right, I'm looking for it. Here it is, B1 interception. We roll 2d6. And we get an 8. And an 8 is head on. Okay. Roll on the aircraft target and allied fighter attack chart, A3. Treat as head on if pilot has the navigation skill. No. Okay, and I'm not out of the sun. Okay, so we got to roll for the bomber first. This is 1d10 for the bomber. And see what he's going to be. Here we go. 1d10. And the bomber is a 5. And a 5 here is a B-17G. Okay. So B-17G is the type of bomber that we're going to hit. That's right here. And I can choose to either hit the bomber first and then deal with the fighter escort, which is what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay. And then we'll deal with the fighter escort, and the fighter escort in this mission is a 2. And the 2 is that P-47 again. Okay. So the fighter escort's going to be P-47s when we do get to it. We're not there yet. All right. So now I got to roll on my position chart to see where I'm going to be at. All right. On the position chart, we roll a D10, and it tells us which our heading is going to be. And we rolled a 4. So I take my Focke-Wulf, and I put him over here at 3 o'clock on the bomber. And we roll again. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he gets a 4. So he's coming in level. So he's going to be long level right here. So this is his range marker right here for my bomber. So I'm going to leave my fighter back over here on my target right now, because I don't need him for this. He's at range is long. The bomber is going to be -1, and the fighter is going to be -1 on this one. Okay. All right, so here we come. So we're going to get a chance at this guy now. All right. Okay, so we're down here now. We're coming in on the B-17G. And the bomber's a -1, and I'm a -1 random hits. Okay, so I'm going to fire first. And I have, slide this over a little bit. We're going to spend off 1 machine gun. Oops. 1 cannon. And 1 cannon. Okay. So I have 12. That's 15 firepower firing. So 15, drops to 12. That's 4 hits. Okay, 4 hits on the bomber. Oh, I gotta call it out. I'm coming in this way, so I'm going to fire his starboard wing. Okay, should have done that, but that's what I was going to do because I can't. It's not going to do me any good to hit his airframe. For interception, types of target if needed. Choose to fight a bomber first. The escort will engage you afterwards, and you're disadvantaged, which I know when the landing box is reached. Allied fighter bomber strafing attack. Okay, the other thing I want to do, I got this one. I already pulled it. I need to check when does that, on this range, when does that anti-aircraft fire hit? So let me check that real quick here. Okay, I'm glad I looked, so I gotta do that first. Okay, so they take, you roll 1d6, and they take half of what you roll, so it could be from 0 to 3. So here we go. We roll. This is how many flak hits he would have had. A 4. So he actually had 2 random flak hits, and they go against the airframe. So this bomber's got 2 airframe hits. The first one is, whoops, can't roll a 1d6. I got to roll a d10. Okay, it's a 2. It's an airframe. So he has 1 airframe hit. Oh, I need to put my B-17. That's my position chart. I should have put my B-17 G sheet up here. So I'm going to move my position chart up and set this back down here like so. That's why I had that gap in there like that. Okay. All right. So he takes 1 airframe damaged, B-17G, takes 1 airframe there. We roll for a second random hit, and he gets a 10. The Bombay, okay. And I think if I hit the Bombay, let's see what's the result of that. Bombay. A Bombay hit in the first 2 endurance boxes requires a 2D. Always an airframe hit. Okay, so he takes another airframe hit. So he has 2 airframe hits. All right, well, all right. I hit with 4, but I only get 3 of those because I have 1 random hit that did not happen, and I fired at his starboard wing. Okay, so we're aiming at the wing. Here we go. First hit is a, what is that? 7. The 7 is engine inboard. So I damaged his starboard inboard. Okay, that's 1 hit. Second hit, a 3. Oh, it's a wing plus a gunner hit. Okay, so I hit his wing, starboard wing, and I got his gunner. I need to get one of these little counters out. Right here. We put that on his gunner hits. All right, my third hit is a 4. Airframe. Okay. So he just took another airframe hit. All right, now he fires. Okay, now I got to look again. Does that gunner hit immediately or after this? Let me check that real quick too. I just want to make sure I get it right. Got to get back in the swing. He's going to be -1 already for his damage, or for the range. So let me check. Okay, so I'm pretty sure, I didn't exactly see it, but I'm pretty sure the bomber, the gunner hits. Maybe I see it over here if I have a gunner. Let's see, on the bomber. Yeah, but because this happens simultaneously, I don't think that takes effect till the next one. But he does have -1 for the range because of where we're at. So he has defensive fires 2, so he gets 1 hit on me. Okay. Excuse me. So we come over to the B6 fighter damage chart. We're going to roll 1d6 of the 2d6. The black one is going to be the 10 digit. Well, gee whiz. And of course, the first thing I do is throw my die. And I didn't have the right die with me anyway. Okay, here we go. We're gonna roll. Here we go. 2d6. Black die is the 10 digit. 31. All right. 31. He hits the starboard engine on this one. So on my plane, on the Focke-Wulf, he hits the engine armor. So he hits the engine armor right there. All right. So now we're moving in to medium range. We have 0 modifiers for range. All right. We're going to fire another complete blast here. Take that off, that off, that off. My firepower is 15 at medium range. Open fire. And I get, oh, he's destroyed. Boom. He's gone. And when you get it destroyed, there is no defensive fire. Pretty sure of that. Again, I'm going to verify. All right. So after looking, I still think it's simultaneous combat because he didn't blow up the bombs or something. So he got 3 hits on me. So I got to take 3 hits against my fighter. So here we go. First hit, 36. At 36 is my controls. Okay, so he damaged my controls. I can take 2 there. That's the first one. Second hit is 62. 62 is my NW50 boost. So he hit my boost. I mark it off. It's out now. All right. And the third hit is 46. And a 46 is forward guns. So I think that's all my forward guns are all knocked out now. 1, 2, 3. So he hit all my guns. So my gun system got knocked out. So I can't fire now. Okay. But I encountered a B-17G. Then I'm going to encounter a P-47D. But I shot down, let's circle him, the B-17G. So I get a kill for that. So I'm marking him right here. So he got his first kill. And it's on the B-17G. Now what I got to do is we'll clear this board out of the way and get the P-47D board over here. Because now I got to see if I can get away from this cat. Okay. I think it's on this side. It is. We'll flip it over. And we need the P-47Ds coming in this way. And I am disadvantaged right here. So I am disadvantaged. All right. So first thing we do is combat. All right. So the P-47's attacking me. And I'm going to call for my wingman to help me. Hopefully he'll come help. So the P-47 is going to fire. And he fires with 12 firepower. So he gets a group damage on the fighter. And I look for my wingman in defense. And my wingman attacks with 6 firepower. Okay. So I got to take group damage on my fighter. Okay, so group damage goes against the airframe. So I got to roll. I take 1 control. I think that shoots me down. Because that's second controlled. I'll show you. So that's my controls right here. So that shoots me down. I'm going to take an airframe, a gunner, which is nothing, and 2 random. I need to roll the random to make sure that my pilot doesn't get wounded. So we're going to roll the randoms. So we're rolling on the white die. And it's a 3 that's an airframe, and the second one, airframe and gunner. A 7 is a no effect. Okay, so I didn't get wounded, but I got a parachute out again. So he shot me down. I lost my controls. All right, so I went down. So I'm gonna mark on my sheet another parachute here. So I got a kill, but I lost my plane. But now my wingman's attacking him with 6 firepower. And on 6 firepower, he got 3 hits. So we're going to roll to see what those hits are, because he could conceivably hit the pilot and kill him. So we're going to roll on the fighter damage. This is black is the 10 digits still. He gets a 56, which is rear guns. That's nothing. His second hit is a 61, which is his forward cannon would have gotten knocked out. And his third hit was a 64 forward weapons. So he knocked out his guns. That P-47 couldn't have done anything, but it was too late. And my wingman came to help, but it was too little, too late. I lost another fighter. Deadly, deadly, deadly here. Let me tell you. Take these off. Now I got to roll for my parachuting. My parachute attempt. I roll 1d6 for each crewman who bails out. 1 to 5, you're safe. I have +1. Aircraft was DE. No, that's the DE on the card, I do believe. Okay, so I got to roll. No modifier. And it's a 1 to 5, I'm safe. 5. Safely parachuted. Okay. Which means I got to sit out another mission while they recover me. But I did get a kill. Okay, so what's that going to mean for us? We completed 4 missions now. So we're going to come to the end here. And lost another fighter. Those P-47s are tearing me up. All right, let's see. No wound. Let's see. The Iron Cross second class is awarded after obtaining 1 point. It confers 1 prestige point. So I get my Iron Cross second class because I earned 1 point here. Looking for my awards. Each award confers 1 prestige point to a player. Okay, wound badge, the Iron Cross, promotions. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm, again, doing it right. Okay, so I earned the Iron Cross second class, which is on this side also. It tells you what it is. So we put that on my uniform up here. Iron Cross second class goes right here. All right, and with that, because I earned 1, and after 4 missions, which I just completed, mission number 4, I earn a new experience point. So here, my experience points goes up to 2, which raises my prestige point. I get 1 for gaining that, so it goes up to a level 2 now. Okay, and my wingman he also gets something there. I think he stays at the same level I'm at. So he can buy skills also. So now I can buy skills with my experience points if I wish to. So I'm going to think about that, and we'll do that on the next video. And very likely going to buy the parachuting skill, as I seem to use that quite often now. And I could go with reflexes, which gives me the chance to fire first and have those effects applied before the other plane hits me. Or before he gets to shoot at me. So that could be, I could spend 2 experience points to get that and give myself a little life advantage here. That parachute skill is awful handy, I think. So this is a wingman experience points, so he should also be, he just earned 1 there. He started with 0. So he got his first experience point there. So I can also give him a skill here if we want to. So I'm going to look through the skills, decide what I want to do, and for the next mission, when we come back, it'll be the beginning of April 44, so we'll be starting a new month. And we finally got our first kill. Woohoo! And we'll see how that goes. Okay, well, I know we kind of stumbled through this. It's just been a while since I played, but now that I'm back from vacation, I hope to start working our way through this a little faster here and see what we can do. Okay, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you liked the video, or even if you didn't like the video, but please give me a thumbs up for the video. It helps the channel a lot. Okay, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.